Okay, pile one. So your card is healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. So if you picked the rosary, of course, if you know anything about the rosary in Catholicism, it is kind of prayer beads where you go through the rosary and you pray the rosary. I'm not going to go too in depth on that, but it immediately reminds me of Mother Mary, the mother of Jesus, right? And so I think a big energy for your pile and for you is really this nurturing mother energy. So I already shuffled some Prism Oracle cards and some tarot cards for you, so that's what we're going to use. I shuffle it off camera because I'm trying to make sure that I can spend enough time covering the information needed instead of just shuffling on camera, because I have a busy schedule and I wanted to be able to really give my power and my presence to your reading rather than shuffling and taking up more time to do that, because then I feel like I would be rushing on your reading, and I do not want to rush on the reading. Okay, so our first Prism Oracle card is Comfort. This motherly nurturing energy keeps coming up, okay, and then Mystery. So before we get into the tarot, what I'm picking up here is, again, this motherly energy. If you are interested in Mother Mary, or that seems to resonate with you at all, I would look into it, not just from a religious standpoint or a Catholicism standpoint, but actually just call to her, even just pray, even just sit in a meditation and ask her maybe for some insight. I personally feel very connected to Mother Mary, even though I'm not religious. But the comforting and nurturing energy that she allows and gives it's so heartwarming. It's so fulfilling in the truest sense. I really would recommend maybe just asking for her nurturing, nourishing presence, comforting presence, especially if you're going through anything that feels too hard to handle. If you know anything about the Bible or the story of Mary or of Jesus, again, this is not in a religious sense, you can even take it figuratively, but Jesus, her son, her only child, died. He wasn't her only child, I don't think, but besides the point, he died. He died in a gruesome way. He was murdered. He gave up his life to save the world, if you will, and she had to watch this. She had to watch as he was tortured. She had to watch as he was murdered, right? And trigger warning, I guess, if that is a lot, but this is my point. She has witnessed that. She had to witness her own son go through that pain, right? It was a lot for her heart to deal with, and she definitely wept. She cried. She felt that pain. She felt that loss on such a deep level. She knows your pain, okay? So if you have been needing comfort lately, I need you to know you're not broken. It's okay to feel this way. That's how we heal. You have to trust that you are in the right spot at the right time right now. It's safe. You are safe. And it can be hard, and the feelings you're going through can be really, really tough. And you might be uncertain. We have the mystery card here. You might be uncertain of what comes next, but I promise you, you are safe. And when you are in the arms of Mary, or you just trust the universe or trust your higher self, you can get through this mysterious space, right? You can get through this, and healing is happening. And soon you will find that peace and comfort through the pain. It's definitely possible. You are held. Do not forget that. So now I have your tarot cards. The first one we got is Strength. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups in reverse. And the Sun. So there is this energy of this childlike optimism. Just this childlike curiosity, fun, optimism, and creative power that happens, when we're kids. And there's also this sense of freeing ourselves from an illusion, right? The illusion possibly being this mystery card here, right? Maybe it's that because we are uncertain, because we are unsure, because we don't know where we're headed, we start in our minds and our feelings feeling like we need to fill this void. So the void of the unknown, right? Because our future is a mystery, we start trying to piece together, like, based on our past or based on different experiences, we might piece together a story that we really believe wholeheartedly. But this story that we're creating because we don't know, we're actually creating a reality that might not be the one that we need for healing, right? So instead of believing wholeheartedly these disillusioned ideas of what the future holds, right, that might actually be from our shadow, what we need to do is free ourselves from that illusion, right? Shine a light on all of the beliefs or feelings that don't feel comforting, don't feel like they are going to lead to a fulfilling future, right? When we don't know what comes next, a lot of the times we start assuming the worst. And I don't think this for you is quite a mental thing. I don't think you're thinking the worst and ruminating and, creating a bad future for yourself in that way. But I actually think it is just being a little disillusioned because of your pain, because of this situation maybe you're going through where you have to find healing, where you are seeking comfort and seeking awareness of what's coming next. I think we're a little disillusioned to, and I think this disillusionment is coming from us maybe forgetting the power, the optimism, the hope that we have as children, right? Maybe that's why you are being called to sit in the arms of Mary, because it's quite possible that you've forgotten or maybe never had the kind of support that would nurture this childlike enthusiasm, this childlike optimism and creative potential. Maybe there is a need to reparent yourself, remother yourself, give yourself a nourishing environment to seek and fulfill what your inner child desires. Maybe your inner child wants you to find a comfortable space where the mystery of the future is what inspires you to create. It's what inspires you to be in your creative power, right? So I'm going to end it here. I feel like the most basic information that can be pulled from this is honestly this: you're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. It's safe for your inner child to come out to play. It's safe for you to recognize that you are held. And if you weren't held when you were younger and you weren't able to create what you wanted or feel hopeful in the moment as a child, maybe you feel like you didn't have much of a childhood. Maybe that's what created your disillusionment of what is even possible. Maybe it's created that kind of void where you're afraid of the unknown and it seems like there's so many options and you don't know what to do. Healing is happening. It's safe to experiment. It's safe to play. It's safe to be hopeful and use our power and our creative potential to create. We are safe. We are safe. And I know comfort's here, and you might think comfort zone. Okay, I have a comfort zone. I'm safe there. But I actually think it's bigger than that. I actually think that Mary, the universe, is telling you, you are safe and you are held in the mystery, outside of your comfort zone, outside of your disillusioned beliefs and ideas and feelings. You have the power to get outside of your comfort zone because it's safe. You can trust that. So if you don't know where you're headed, if the mystery is causing you some grief or just some wonky feelings, I'm telling you, awareness is coming when you soften, when you recognize you are held. Thank you so much, Pile 1. If you're called to Pile 2 or Pile 3, then I recommend you watch those. If not, you can like, you could subscribe, and you can see me next time. Hopefully I can help you out. Thank you so much. I love you. Hi, Pile 2. So, your card is Heart Chakra, Unfurling Back to Love. So I did shuffle 2 Prism Oracle cards and 4 tarot cards out for you off camera because I really want to spend my time because I have a busy schedule. I'm trying to fit these in when I can. I shuffled off camera because I want to spend as much time as possible. In fact, I shuffled some of these cards yesterday, not even today, because I want to spend as much time as possible in your energy with the cards in your reading. I want to use all of my energy for your reading rather than shuffling and taking up time that way. Now, I do want to say before I turned on the camera, something that was happening in my brain was there's a song and it says time keeps slipping, and I can't figure out what song it is, but it says time keeps slipping. And that is just really strongly in my mind as I started recording your reading. So possibly this is something, it feels to me kind of like maybe, you know, when you are either really invested in something or you're like zoning out and time just like gets away from you. That's kind of what I'm feeling. When it comes to your heart chakra, I'm very curious how that will tie together through your reading, because I'm just feeling this kind of void zone. And I did say that in reading 1. If you're called to Pile 1 as well, I would check that out. But I'm just feeling like this, like time keeps getting away from you. And maybe that's because of your heart healing. I'm just really interested. So let's get your Prism Oracle cards out. So we have Peace and we have Isolation. We have 2 gray cards for you. Interesting. Peace and Isolation. So yeah, this time keeps slipping idea here. Feels like maybe, I don't know if you're lost in thought or lost in no thought, you know, when you're kind of staring at the wall and time gets away from you, but peace is here. And what I'm really feeling maybe from this isolation and peace is maybe it's more of like a meditative energy, right? Maybe it's more of a spending time in meditation, and so time gets away from you, right? It's almost like being in a different realm as you're healing your heart, maybe through meditation or through taking it easy. To say nicely, taking it easy, not doing a whole lot, vibing, if you will. Something I would say. Time's getting away from you, right? But maybe it's not getting away from you, it's just slipping. Ah, interesting. Let's get your tarot cards to see if I can really clarify this. So we have 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Swords. Queen of Cups. Okay. And Ace of Wands in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is that there's not a whole lot of forward force. And I know the Knight of Swords is here, and that is like pretty quick moving. It could be, you know, someone's got something to say and they're going forward with it. But here I think that's more of a mental prowess right now. I think for you, you're in a space of kind of isolating yourself. Kind of maintaining your composure is what I'm hearing. But on the inside, there might be a little more mental gymnastics taking place. One of my favorite things to say. Mental gymnastics. But really, it's like there's a little bit of a lack of passion. There's a little bit of a very there is a stuck energy, and I'm wondering if maybe that's why it's time for you to heal your heart chakra, right? I feel like maybe something had happened in the past that left you feeling a little vulnerable, maybe a little insecure. Maybe it took your fire. Maybe it made it hard for you to get out of this box, right? Maybe it made you start, I don't want to say isolating yourself, but isolation is here. I feel like maybe there is this seeking peace through the means of the mind, and maybe that's why there's a lot of staring at walls or meditation or some voidness happening. Maybe you can't find the oomph, you can't find the motivation, and you're holding really tightly to everything that you've received, that you've gained, that you have achieved. You're holding really tightly, and you're finding it hard to let go of maybe some of the things that are in your heart. And maybe those things have, you know, been there for so long that they're starting to drain your energy, and you're trying to seek peace because this air energy moving in real fast, it does feel like mental gymnastics. Like, I don't know how to get out of this, because if I do this, I might lose this. If I get out of this, then I might, you know, have to let go of this. And it's not very specific. I think it really depends on the person, but I think overall, I would say unfurling back to love for you seems to be happening on a personal level when you're alone. I think when you're alone, if you choose to keep meditating, and hopefully you can heal your heart through this, I think where you need to put some of your focus in order to receive more energy back and to receive more peace, I think you need to pay attention to what your thoughts are telling you. I think there's probably a lot of thoughts that have to do with security, a lot of thoughts when it comes to possibly love, but it could also just be your ability to connect to your own emotions. I think it's possible that you aren't feeling a whole lot of anything right now, and you're very in the mind, but what you need to really do is restructure those thoughts, because I don't think they're heading you in the right direction. If you're searching for peace and for fulfillment and for more passion and for actual like emotional stability to where you don't feel like you have to let go, like you're going to lose something, but actually find real peace, you need to really look at your thoughts. Yeah, that is my recommendation. And remember that it's safe to do so, right? I think in order to heal your heart, you need to recognize that even in isolation, you're held. And this is another reason I think you need to check out group 1. I feel like if you're here, if you're in this energy, it's quite possible that you need to maybe be a mother to yourself, right? You need to really love yourself enough to be a compassionate witness to your own thoughts of insecurity. I think that's how you're going to find that peace. So if you're interested in group 1, please go watch group 1. Thank you, group 2. I appreciate you so much. I love you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love you. Group 3. I want to say off the bat, this energy is very different from the first 2 groups, okay? If you resonate with this, it's possible you won't resonate with group 1 or 2. If you do want to watch those, feel free. It's possible that you have 2 different messages for you right now. So the card you got is Messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay. I already shuffled off camera previously 2 Prism Oracle cards and 4 tarot cards for you because I want to put all my power and energy into the reading itself, and my schedule makes it hard for me to really sit down and record these. So I did record off camera to take up less time, so I have more energy and power for your message. Okay. There might be some sounds in the background because the cats are very playful for your pile. They were not as playful for the first 2 piles. Very playful for yours. Take that as you will. So, Messenger. Serious energy. Bringing harmony and balance. Let's see. You got balance. Literally. Balance as a Prism card. And cleanse. Bringing harmony and balance. How do you harmonize energy? You cleanse it, right? You cleanse a space to bring more harmony and balance. You balance. Interesting. It's interesting I also said a space. That's what I'm thinking of. It's Messenger. I feel like what a powerful energy, group 3. Did not expect this. After the first 2 readings, I really thought we were doing some healing, some gentle healing. No. Okay. I am feeling for some of you, there is a space that you are here to embody. When you embody this space, you bring balance and harmony. Possibly it's any space you walk into. I believe that this is a very spiritual group, and you are here to be a messenger of balance and harmony. That's... wow. Wow, let's get your tarot cards before I dive in any deeper. I love this. Okay, the Hierophant. Yes, you definitely have brought with you wisdom that you've received from possibly a different realm, possibly Sirius, you know? You receive wisdom, and you are able to teach it to the people. Wow, guys. Knight of Wands in reverse. Interesting. 3 of Wands. Okay, that's a lot of wands. Interesting. And 5 of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Oh my. Oh. Okay. For some people, it's not going to be for everyone. It is possible that you have grieved a loss. It could also be past lives, but it's possible that in this life you have lost somebody and they give you messages. You have lost somebody and they give you messages from the other side. You could be a Taurus. Don't have to be. A lot of you are starseeds. We all are starseeds, but you actually came here to really claim that, label, to really bring the energy from your higher self, from Sirius, from your ancient ancestors, and from possible ancestors that you have lost in this lifetime, that you have grieved, that you have lost. They give you messages. You're here to show people how to cleanse, how to balance, how to prioritize, how to purify. Interesting. How to purify their vision, I'm hearing. You're here to teach people how to purify their vision, how to control their own energy, control the beast. I don't know why. What an interesting energy. You are here to bring harmony and balance everywhere you go. You are here to quench fire. Interesting. The Knight of Wands in reverse here. It's really feeling like when there is a character or an energy that is on fire, raging, ravenous, forceful, you are able to teach, even in that moment, those people how to balance and purify their vision. Come back down to earth and purify that flame into a stream of catalytic transformational power. Rather than just a ravenous, raging fire, you are able to teach the ability to purify your vision and your power in order to cleanse and harmonize. That is so absolutely beautiful. I am very impressed and amazed by this energy that I'm feeling. I love this reading. I love this reading. And I do think that a big part of this, it's possible that you understand fire so well. You could be a fire sign. You could be an earth sign. You could be a water sign. I mean, we do have some water energy. You could be an air sign. We have Sirius. You know, we have a lot of really, really powerful thinking ability here. I really feel like you are somebody that understands this power, motivation we have as humans so well, that you have learned how to cleanse, how to purify your own thoughts, how to balance yourself, how to create harmony in every space, whether it be emotionally or physically. You understand it so well, and have received and gained wisdom because of your understanding, because of your discipline, because of your ability to transmute and purify your vision, your behavior, your thoughts, your feelings. You understand it so well that you're able to help other people become that. This is like a road to self-mastery, but instead of it being like the ego self, you are more understanding that there's a need for balance, that there's a need for sometimes things to be purified, removed, and cleansed in order to move forward. Possibly even from loss. It's possible you work with people or you understand loss on such a grand scale because you've experienced it. Maybe you've experienced it in many lifetimes. Maybe this is a pattern that you have recognized for so long that you now understand how to understand what's in between the lines, what's in the balance, right? Between life or death, perhaps. You know, the Hierophant, It is the card of Taurus. It is the counterpart to the High Priestess, which is the card of Scorpio, right? So the High Priestess understands intuition in the feminine very well. Okay, that is intuition, trusting your gut, trusting the divine wisdom that's hidden in the dark, if you will. And the Hierophant, as the counterpart of the High Priestess, as the card of Taurus, it understands what is beyond the veil, but it actually brings it back into the physical. And that is what makes it the masculine counterpart. It can perceive what's behind the veil, but rather than it being in the shadows and them acting in that way, it's actually bringing it back to the people, bringing back the vision from beyond the veil, from what they have seen beyond, right? What they have received from what was before, and bring it back to actually give this message to the people, bring harmony and balance. Harmony and balance, that is the biggest thing for you. I'm gonna end it there because I feel like I am repeating myself a little bit because it is just such a direct message. You're here to help people with the message that you receive from beyond. And that message that you give to people is a purification. A purification, a part of self-mastery, a part of how to harmonize not only yourself, but every aspect of life. I love it. I love it. Love this energy. Love you. If you're called to the other piles, again, you can listen to them if you need that. But I feel like a lot of you who came to this video really just wanted this message. Feel free to like and subscribe. Come back. Check out any other readings that I do, any other videos. If you resonate with me, I just want you to know that this is our soul family, and I'm so grateful that you stumbled on this page. But I know it wasn't a stumble. I know you were guided here directly from Spirit, and I appreciate you and love you so much. Have a beautiful day, morning, or night. I love you.